There is different types of solving equations in merit level and complex number, but the first type is when surds involve. So when surds involve, you're aiming to get rid of the surds, and obviously getting rid of the surd will be squaring both sides. So I'll square both sides. You need to make sure that you have one surd at each side, no more than one, because otherwise we'll get complicated. So this one is already been rearranged and you've got one each side. So I'll square the first one, which is 4x minus, so basically when you square, okay, I'm not going to do a shortcut just in case. So 2 square root of x minus 5 all square minus square root of, equal 4x minus g all square. So now you square both sides, and squaring both sides, I'll do the shortcut, which is basically you square the first term, which is 4x minus 2 times the first one times the second term, so that will give me 20 square root of x, and square the last term, which is positive 25, and equal. This one is only the surd, so these cancel out. That's why it's 4x minus g. Now you will have to rearrange again and to have this surd, because I still have a surd in here. So therefore I'm going to rearrange everything and having the surd only on one side and everything else on the other side. So I'm going to keep that negative 20x square root of x in here, and then I've got 4x minus g minus 4x minus 25. These two cancel out, so I've got g minus 25 and that negative 20x. And now I've got the surds on one side, so I'm going to square both sides. So you square both sides, and this one will give me 20 squared is 400, so 400x equal g square. Again, I'm using the shortcut, so square the first one minus 50g plus 25 square. I think 225 maybe? No, 625. Plus 625, and then I want find the x in terms of g. So all I need in here, I'm going to divide everything by 400, so I'll have x equal g square minus 50g plus 625 all divided by 400. So I'll leave it like this. You don't have to solve it any further, or can simplify it. You can even do, if you want, you can rearrange from this step here. So I'm going to do it in blue the other way. So you can, once you've reached this step here, you can rearrange, so to keep x on one side, and you can write this as like that. And now you square both sides, so you'll end up with x equal 9 minus 20, g minus 25 over 400, and that would be, this is square. Or you can even do this over, not 400, I'll just keep the negative 20, and then I'll just write it like that. That's it. Like, you don't even have to expand. So in the red I've expanded, and in the blue I didn't expand, I just rearranged. So that's another solving equation format, but also again surds. And because it's a surd, so the first thing is expand. So I would rearrange first. I don't like to work with fractions, so I will do 8 plus x equal x square root of 3, and then I would expand, I would square both sides, so I will have, I'll have 64 plus 2x, not 2x, 16, sorry, I made a mistake, because 2 times x times 8, so it's 16x plus x square, and is equal x square, and square root of 3, all square is 3, so 3x square. And now I have a quadratic, so I would rearrange. So I will have rearrange everything. So I've got 2x square, make it equal to 0, minus 16x minus 64 equals 0. And then I would use the quadratic formula, because I need to write the answer in this format. So I'll use the quadratic formula, minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Just putting it in here. So x equal negative b. B is negative 16, so that would be 16 plus minus square root 16 square minus 4 times 2 times negative 64 over 2a. So simplifying, not 2a, 2 times a is 2, so that's why it's 4 in here. Do I write 2a? 4. And now I'll work it out what's under the bracket. So 16 square minus 4 times 2 and times negative 64. I got 768. So now I have square root of 3. It's written like that, so that give you a hint. That is, I need to find a factors. 3 times what give me 768, and that probably will be a square number. So I'll do divide by 3. I will end up with 265, and the square root of 265 is 16. Okay, so this hint here, the square root of 3, you know that you're looking of what 3 times what give me 768. And that's why we would rewrite it as 16 plus minus square root of 256 times 3 over over 4. Why am I writing it for? 4. Sorry, guys. Okay, and now I will take the 256 out of the square bracket, because you can, from the square roots, because you can find the square root of that. So x equals 16 plus minus 16 square root of 3 over 4. Now I can take 4 as a common factor to get rid of this 4, denominator of the 4, and I will end up divide by 4, so it's 4 plus minus 4 square root of 3, and that will be your final answer.